I'm Sonia, and we're out here on the gorgeous pier at Scripps, the LA Bounding Pier, and we're going to do plankton sampling for you today. So what we have are two different plankton nets, and this is what's going to catch the plankton from the ocean. We have a 100 micron, which is going to catch the bigger plankton for you. And then we also have a 50 micron. Notice how small it is, but the micron size is the net size. So we're going to catch smaller plankton for you as well. They are attached to 100 feet of rope because it is very far down to the ocean. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on a couple of bottles. So we have 4 bottles that we're going to fill up for you. They are labeled with 100 or 50, and that's going to be the micron net that we're going to use. So what we do is we uncap this here for you, and this is the 100. So I'm going to put it on the edge of the 100 micron net. So we're just going to screw that on. And then as we're dragging this through the water, we're going to be dragging this. It's going to be dragging this collection bottle with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to weigh this down a bit, and then we can do a vertical plankton tow, which will be pulling this up and down through the water column. We can also do a horizontal plankton tow, which will be dragging this from one side of the pier all the way down like this. So that way we get the max amount. Normally we would use a Secchi disc, and then I'm sure Nicole will show you what that is later, but we're going to use a Secchi disc to see where the plankton are, and that really helps us in making sure that we gather the plankton at the right depth. Okay, so we're going to start sampling now. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to weigh our bottle down a little bit because of course it has a lot of air in it and it's going to float. So we're going to throw it over the edge here. Okay, so when we hit the water, you see that the bottle is actually floating. So what we want to do with that is we're going to do a vertical tow. So we're going to bring it up a little, and we're going to shake to get that water into that collection bottle. So we're going to do it a couple times. You see the collection bottle start floating now, or start sinking now. So we're just going to pull it up again, shake to get that bottle full of water. So alternatively, you can tow the sample if there's still air in your bottle. So we're going to do a vertical tow. We tried that to fill up the bottle. Now we're going to try the horizontal tow to get it a little bit deeper. So we leave enough slack so that as we're towing it, it's actually filling the bottle up. So we're going to come back this way also, and we're going to give it more slack so it can fill up and go a little bit deeper. And you see it's at a little bit deeper depth now, and so basically we can just go back and forth until it's at the depth that we want it to be. And that depth would be the Secchi depth, where we find the plankton to be. And as you can see, if you look down now, it's actually quite deep. Can you see? So I'm actually keeping this rope a little bit taut so that I don't lose whatever plankton I have collected. Plankton, the term is from drifters, so they will not swim out of the net as long as I keep it tight and keep it taut. I'm still collecting them.
Hi class, so we're gonna do a plankton tow horizontally now, just because we don't have any weights. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the plankton net. This is a 50 micron net, as deep as we can. And I'm gonna pass this off to Sonia, and we're gonna tow it horizontally all the way down the pier. So you can see right now that the net is turned over a little bit, so we want to make sure that the bottle is filled with water. So in a second, we'll show you what that looks like. So you can see here now that the plankton is down there, the plankton net. We have it across, so this is the rope. Sonia's all the way at the end, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna tow it sideways. So we're gonna get a full horizontal tow from this end all the way to where Sonia is. You can see here that the net is being towed horizontally. We want to do this because the phytoplankton is usually on the surface of the water, so we want to get more phytos than we want to get zooplankton. So you can see here, now Sonia's bringing it up onto the pier. We pull it all the way up. And then what we like to do is to check if there are organisms inside of our sample. So we will show you how to do that in just a second. But Sonia continues to pull up the rope, and you can see that there's a lot of rope because we are elevated pretty high on the pier. So this is what our net looks like. This is our 50 micron net. You can see that we're missing a little bit of water, but that's okay. And what we like to do is we like to check if there's organisms inside, so you can see that there's stuff in there. So that means we should have a pretty decent sample.
Okay, so we just brought it up from our horizontal tow, and what we do to check if we have a good sample, we unscrew the bottle like this, and then you take a look inside.
You see there's a bunch of little things moving around. That means we have a very good plankton sample.